Hi, I'm Mike Ryan. In our series on famous turquoise mines, we've seen many well-known turquoise mines. And today we're going to visit another one, Carico Lake. Now, Carico Lake, as is the case with many types of turquoise, is marketed under the name Carico Lake, although the claim that it comes from is known as the Aurora claim. And adjacent to that is the Stone Cabin claim. And these are along the west side, right below the Shoshone Mountains of Carico Lake Valley, which is just south and to the west, a bit southwest of Crescent Valley as it comes down. To the east is Grassy Valley. And Carico Lake has a long history. It was first located around 1908, but it really was never developed much because, as many of you know, the distinctive look for Carico Lake turquoise is a very brilliant green turquoise. And for many years, green was just not in favor. So it's been only recently that green has really come into its own, and for many turquoise lovers, it is their favorite color. So if you want to read the history, the whole history of the Aurora, the Stone Cabin, Carico Lake turquoise, you can read about that in Turquoise in America, Part 2, 1910 to 1990, which is available on our website, turquoiseinamerica.com. And you can also see all the other videos on the famous turquoise mines in our blog. And we hope you do. But for right now, we're going to look at some beautiful Carico Lake turquoise. Here we see a tray of Carico Lake turquoise. And the first thing we notice is, of course, as we mentioned, the distinctive green, as we see up here in the top, very distinctive greenish color. This one, a very beautiful, I call it something of kind of like a green apple, green. Very distinctive color from Carico Lake. We also see the Carico Lake blue. And the blue is not as prevalent as the green. And that made it very difficult when the marketplace all wanted blue turquoise, which would have been the case 60s and the 70s. By the 90s, that had really changed, and a lot of the greens were really, really attractive in the marketplace. We also see, of course, this wonderful mottled matrix pattern in this nice big cab, which has a blue-green to it. Not the distinctive green apple green of this, but really more of a blend between the green and the blue. We also see that in this nice big cab up here. This pendant is real interesting. I bought that from Pancho Williams. Pancho and his wife had a turquoise store in Austin, Nevada for many years. And Pancho told me the story about he and his wife were in Albuquerque, and they were on a buying trip, and they were at Sunwest Silver. And Ernie Montoya was showing them different pieces of jewelry. This particular one is by Ray Bennett. Well, evidently, Pancho's wife was very picky. And she didn't like this, I didn't like that. And Ernie's a patient man, but I can imagine she was going to outdo him in terms of making sure that she got what she wanted. So she said, I want to see the better tray. I want to see the better tray. So finally, she got Ernie to pry loose with some of the better grade. And here we have, I think, a very, very beautiful grade of Carico Lake turquoise. Because what I like in it is it does have this yellow tinge to it, which I associate more with a faustite look. Now, there'd be no way to know whether it's turquoise, faustite, without doing a analysis of it. But it's just very, very beautiful. But it does look to me like the type of material that we would see at for example, the Orville Jack turquoise mine, which is about 10 miles or so north of Carico Lake. Now, we want to show this tray here. We can scoot this in, get a good look at it here. This is known as Grasshopper Turquoise. Now, just as Carico Lake is the marketing name for turquoise that comes from the Aurora claim, Grasshopper is a marketing name for an unnamed claim. Out of respect to the owner of the claim, we're not revealing the located name, just because there are people out there, once they know that, they want to go out and steal turquoise. But this claim is just north of the Aurora claim. So it's in the immediate vicinity. And what I think is real fascinating here is you can see that the turquoise formation all along this area on the eastern slope of the Shoshone mountain range is where we see a lot of the development and formation of this green turquoise. But again, we see here a teal and a blue-green look in this piece. And this particular piece, again, having a lot of the same matrix formation that we saw at Carico Lake. So once again, we have Carico Lake turquoise and Grasshopper. I hope you've enjoyed it.